Well, hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream special edition, where we do it even when the market's closed because we like consistency and growth. I know that everybody else is sleeping, but the select few of you who are here, I want to thank you extra for turning up. Because this is, in all honesty and truth, going to be a very special live stream. And I know that there are not many people here, so it's okay. I don't do this for the viewers, like the number of viewers. I do this because I want to spread the knowledge that I have, and I know people will eventually probably watch this. So, I'm definitely not in this just because people are watching in big numbers. Although I would love to one day have, like, I don't know, 5,000 people watching this. That would be cool. It would be an achievement for me personally. But at least, hey, with less people, let's see if we can get 15 out of 15 likes. Smash the like button. Well, welcome in. I hope you guys had a great week. Personally, this week has been pretty challenging for me. Low levels of energy. I've been hitting the gym like almost 9 times a week now. No, not 9 times a week. I'm just kidding. I've been hitting it like 6 times a week. And, energy levels have been draining. But, it's all good. I've been really just juggling everything that I have. And I think it's been a great experience so far. We're going to run through a regular schedule. And then on top of that, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. Just because I can. So let's go through a little bit of what I want to kind of show you guys and do a recap of the market. And then we're going to have a ton of time. So don't even worry about no time. I'm still going to hold the stream and, as per normal. But let's see what questions you guys can ask me. I'm sure that people will benefit regardless. So if you have a burning question, you want to know what works inside T's brain, shoot, I will answer today. The one time when you can answer without a million questions being asked. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. All right. I see these are the 20 EGA loyal members here. These are not the any members. I see you guys. I see you guys. Thanks for coming through, guys. It means a lot to me, honestly. I did the stream knowing that there wouldn't be many people, and personally, I still decided to do it because I find value in putting my time into something consistently. All right, dope. Let's look at the news real quick because honestly, hold on. Let me see. I want to go stocks. So I want to see how the indexes are doing. Well, I think most of the world indexes are up like almost this week we're up 3%, which is pretty nice. Hong Kong files first charges under new law, bans rallying cry. Japan ruling party drives proposal to cancel visit by China's Xi. What Hong Kong losing a special status would mean. Europe stocks. So European stocks are falling, and futures apparently were fluctuating a little bit. Oil seeing another downturn. This is in effect to the fact that oil is still in a glut, right? And then there was a surprise exit or something by the Prime Minister of France. Yes, something like that. Macron says that Jean Castex, I don't know how, I don't want to butcher the name in French. So, Jean, I'm going to say Jean Castex, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the X is silent. I'm not sure, guys. Help me out here if you guys know French. What to know about the swine flu virus in China? Trump hits to Mount Rushmore. Modi, which is the Indian Prime Minister, says age of expansionism over amid China border tensions. India seeks to halt 2.8 billion of power gear import from China. Ooh, that's kind of big, to be honest. A lot of tension between India and China, and I don't know, man. I am not feeling this whole geopolitical situation. Just so you guys know, Singapore is holding a general election, like, I don't know, within this month. And, that's also, like, going on at the same time. So, this year is the year for major power shifts. And so we'll see what happens. Now, the Wall Street Journal is reporting European stocks waver with U.S. markets shut. There you go. Dow Jones ended up about 3.3% up, with the markets recovering, help offset the concerns about the surge. There was also good data, economic data. Well, kind of good economic data. So that was something that helped the market catapult this week a little bit. Okay, and let's see. Mortgage rates hit a record low again. Well, that's not unexpected with interest rates so low. And let's see. King Cubes. Hong Kong market accentuates positive after that. Coronavirus surge strains municipal bonds, but investors still pile in. Wall Street knows it's too white. Fixing it will be hard. Huh. Interesting. That's a very bold article. Economic recovery fuels bet on lower volatility. Okay, there's a couple of things here. The news is not bearish, not bullish, obviously, right? You can tell. It's not bearish, not bullish. It's in the middle. But there are a couple of things that are pretty interesting. Okay, first thing I want to show you is this is the S&P 500 PE ratio historically. Okay. And we're currently at 22.44 as of yesterday. Now you can see the mean PE ratio is 15, the median is 14.8, and the maximum was 128 after the financial crisis, right? Which means that stocks were, super irrationally priced here. And then this was overvalued, this is undervalued, right? Remember that when something PE ratio, the price is over the earnings, right? Let me get my thingamajig. I need to draw stuff out for ya. My thingamajig. There we go. I keep forgetting to turn this thing on, but it's all good. Today's not one of the high performance days. Today's my low performance day because I'm honestly a little. Oh, they have Violet. I didn't even know they had Violet. I've never used Violet before. Okay, so let's say average, right? And we're here. So what does that say? If this is the average and we're sitting right at the average, a little higher than the average, it means to say that we're getting a little overpriced. But this is with respect to 1880 pricing, 1940 pricing, 1990 pricing, and now 2020 pricing. You can tell that inflation would have covered a lot of these gaps, right? Remember that as money printing goes on, there's inflation, right? And the Fed's job is to control that. But with PE ratios creeping up again, it shows that the market is, I guess, adequately priced right now. And you would think so, right? I think that Amazon's worth $2,890. I've told you before, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, Amazon's intrinsic value that I calculated was about $3,000. And I can guarantee you by the end of the year, it's going to be there, right? That's the reason why I'm holding a long-term position in Amazon. Same with Microsoft, undervalued still, right? I've been talking about these stocks for a while now, right? Okay, and then, so I just wanted to show you, like, we are fully priced, like, not fully priced, but we're fairly priced right now, okay? The other thing is, look at this IG client sentiment report. Okay, these are net shorts, okay? And you can see that the net shorts have started to rise again. And now they're still above the median, okay? In fact, they report that retail trader data shows, this is retail trader data, this is what we want to follow. We want this information. 28.64% of traders are net long, with the ratio of traders short to long 2.49 to 1. So about 2.5 to 1 trader is net short. And this is important, okay? So the number of traders net long is 9.22% lower than yesterday and 19.94% lower than last week. What does this mean? This means that institutions who hold the power will continually be bullish, okay? So there's a very high chance that this market continues with the melt up, okay? I just wanted to show you that figure, right? And they say it here too, look. We typically take a contrarian view to crowd sentiment, and the fact that traders are net short suggests that US 500 prices may continue to rise. And this makes complete sense. I've said this multiple times. Whenever you think that the market's about to drop, that's when it's going to rip higher. And that's whenever you think the market's about to rip higher, that's when it's going to drop. So you have to play it by ear on what the news is saying, and along with a variety of different things, okay? Wave 2 news came and went, and now there was the fact that US had a single most day in the year, something like that. You know, there was a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff that came out. All right, so let's do a recap, right, of what we were discussing the whole week on Boeing. And also, actually, let me do the SPY technical update first. So I'm going to treat it like a regular live stream first, and then we'll get into the recap. So on the daily chart, you can see that SPY is now kind of had its moment with the impulsive wave, corrective wave. And then, you know, this now, it made a low and then a higher low. I think we're kind of going into a channel now. So very high chance that this is going to be continuing on from this channel here, right? Might not have drawn that very perfectly. Oops. There we go. Ooh, steady hands. Look at that. I should be a surgeon, guys. Whoop. Oh my god. I think it's a little too fat here. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? I think that SPY is kind of going to continue in this channel. I've said it like multiple times that it's never going to go up in like a straight line. And now my eraser is moving very slowly for some reason. And I'm not sure why. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. So it could possibly go here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then possibly go up here. come down, bounce, right? It could keep doing this. As long as it keeps making a higher high, we're Gucci, right? The moment you see SPY doing this, and then this, and then this, yeah, that's going to be a reversal trend. So now we have to be cautious. We're in a situation where we have kind of a confirmation where we're making a higher high, but we can't overplay this, okay? The right thing to do here would be wait for SPY to go up, touch this retracement up here, which was the high that it made recently, and see what happens at this battleground. This is where bulls and bears will fight again. We've been also having trouble breaking this level here. It's kind of weird. So we might even see this happen. We could see this happen. Sideways movement. We could see that as well. A couple of ways to go. I am definitely not getting bullish here. Absolutely not. I'm definitely not adding any positions here. I'm not. It's not a good thing to do personally. The reason why it's not a good thing is because I don't see the risk to reward. Look up here. This is your reward, and look at the amount of risk you have to take. This is the amount of risk. This is a 2 risk versus a 1 reward. It doesn't make sense, right? And whenever you can judge the risk of the market, then the same risk applies for most of the individual stocks. And for me, a person who has a relatively short watch list, you guys know I like to keep my watch list super intimate, right? I probably have like 10 stocks on there, like 10 to 12 stocks, right? I can count it on one hand, like Apple, right? Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, Beyond, Roku, what else do I watch? Square, I watch Nvidia, AMD, I watch, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, what else do I watch? SPY, of course. And then I also watched like some safe havens, TLT, GLD, right? GLD gold, right? And then UVXY, right? I'm constantly looking at all of these things. So this movement is going to affect all of them. Okay, that's your technical update. There is no good risk to reward ratio on the upside. If the market chooses to rip higher, what I'm going to do is I will only enter if we can rip to this level. There will be a battle here. Wait for it to dip down, and I need a confirmation that it's going to make a higher high, and then this is when I'll enter. Okay, so rip high, come down, bounce, confirmation, bounce, and start entering here. That's what I'll do. If I see rips higher, comes down, bounce, goes higher. So if it comes, first of all, if it comes down to here to bounce, then this is a break of trend already, because we're no longer making higher highs. So that's my plan. Okay. Right now though, I'm sitting all cash, literally sitting all cash, not invested in anything. Okay. Except for my long-term portfolio. All right, that's the technical update for SPY. Cool. Let's see. Any questions? Okay, let's hang. Hell yeah. Thank you for the knowledge and consistency. You're welcome, JC. I appreciate you being here. Wave 1 class here. Welcome back, Menti. I love hearing from you guys. Hey, if you're here, 37 of you, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button, though. Let's get 37 likes on that. Morning, Ryan. How are you doing? I was noticing that on the watch list, those targets hit right at open or within the first 30 minutes of market open. Consistently, I've used the watches for scalps and done that within the first hour. Yeah, that's not. I mean, if it does that, then follow that strategy and try to try to follow it and see how often you are consistently profiting. If it works half of the time and half not, then try to fine-tune it, right? That's the idea. That's my advice. I am curious about Spotify's intrinsic value and the value and your thoughts on it as a company. I like the company, but do I think it's worth what it's worth? I don't think so. I think this is irrationally overvalued at this point. Not like super overvalued, but it's getting there. It's getting too super overvalued soon. Um, I don't think. I mean, I could do an intrinsic value calculation for this company and let you know, but I don't think it's worth $280 like what the market's pricing it at. You got to look at its cash flows and discounted the present value. That's the only way. Just got up. EJ course is keeping me up. Oh no, I don't want to keep you up. But good morning. Good morning. And good morning. I noticed Kevin Fomo's portfolio has a ton of Amazon leaps and Microsoft. Are there any companies that you love 6 months from now outside of these two? Yes, I do. I like Facebook. I like Tesla. I like consumer cyclicals. I like energy companies. By the way, energy is down double digits this year. Good time to buy into energy companies. I like Chinese stocks. I personally like companies like Baba. I like a lot of companies. A lot of companies that are definitely going to hit higher. We spoke, if you listen to the podcast with me and Kevin Fomo, we've been talking about Amazon and Microsoft for a long time. That's the reason why I own shares for long term. Amazon's intrinsic value is like close to $3,000, and Microsoft's almost like 230 to 240. So it still hasn't reached those levels yet. And then some on top of that, because you remember, whenever it hits those levels, we'll have a irrational wave of pricing as well. I'm thinking BA at a strike of 220 at 115.21. I'm thinking the same personally. In fact, I was willing to go like even further out the money, but it's a high risk and high reward play, I believe. I think the contracts have a premium, right? Like almost, I want to say, a grand or a grand and a half, right? But I do like that prospect, to be honest. So let's look at Boeing and recap it for the week. Okay. We found out that the stock has been trading in a downward channel, kind of like a wedge, if you will, personally, from what I see, right? There's literally a wedge. You can see it here. If you take this, delete that one, move this out now. It's like a downward wedge. And if we can break out of it, which we kind of have, but it's not a very accurate break here, because I could probably move this line a little bit out further. Actually, I can't. This is it. Then, yeah, you consider this a break of the wedge. But then we have to see if it can gain some volume and momentum. The fundamentals point to a strong cash position for at least a year. And Boeing doesn't need help from any other business, from the Treasury or from the U.S. government, right? The only thing that threatens it is the 737 MAX grounding and coronavirus. That's the combo, right? But the point here is, eventually, someone's going to develop a vaccine and COVID is going to go away. So why not get in now cheap than to wait and regret? That's what I'm thinking, right? What I see is this was the bottom. Sorry, this was the bottom, right? And then we had a wave up and then a wave down, and then it made a higher bottom, and then we had a wave up and then a wave down, and now, I think it's time to get in before another wave up, Now, I hate timing any stock, so I would think, at least a 50% retracement, a 50% Fibonacci retracement would make sense from the top. So let's look at what that looks like, right? The top is actually here. Oh, sorry. Let me draw it properly. The top is here. The swing high to the swing low. Where is our 50% retracement? It's at least at 240. So I see Boeing going up to at least 240 by the end of the year. This is where it could go for sure, okay? Now, earnings are definitely going to be ugly. Earnings are for sure going to be ugly. But it's about how management is managing the cash flows of the business right now, right? And I think that they're doing a good job. They have signaled that, you know, they're gonna reduce expenses and whatnot. So I'm honestly a little like leaning bullish on Boeing in the long run, but in the short run, it's gonna have this kind of a downward pressure on it that's gonna push the price down further. So I hate to time it. But if I could get an entry at like 170 right here, ooh, this would be really nice. So I'm not going to time it. What I'm going to do instead on Monday, I'm going to purchase a leap on Boeing. Just one leap. And then if it goes well, I'll add more. Okay, that's my summary of Boeing. And I truly hope that you guys like, you know, these tickers that we do every week. Okay. Took the first EGA course last week. Thank you for taking the course. I appreciate you, Leonel. Waiting for the intermediate course. Yeah, Jonathan, you gotta be a bit patient. The intermediate course might take a little bit of time. I would love to give it right away because I have given a wave of it before. But I also kind of want to wait a little bit because the intermediate course is going to go over some really dense material. And I feel like you guys could all use a little more practice before you jump into it. But be rest assured that I think within, I want to say a month or so, we should be able to run an intermediate course. Okay? I should have bought the dip. I want my chips with the dip. Can you show us how to set up the RSI indicator? Yeah, sure. Wait, I was watching day 2 of class and you mentioned the demand and supply indicator. You wouldn't remember the name. Did you mean the supply and demand zone? This is pattern smart is the support and resistance indicator. RSI is super easy. You just go into here and you type RSI. And then you just click relative strength index. That's the one. And it appears here. This is exactly RSI. You don't need to set up anything. It's just right there, literally. Let's see. Hit the like, loyal people. Yes, please. Please hit the like button, guys. Come on. I'm sure you guys can do that. When people say premiums are high or juiced, how do we determine that? Is there a website where you can see it? No, Ryan. When people say premiums are juiced, what we mean by this is that the implied volatility of the option is super high. When you're looking at an options contract, there are Greeks. You need to take the EGA mentorship class, man. I go through this in like very, very, very big detail, and anybody who's taken the class can tell you. Go look up the Greeks and go look up something called implied volatility. This will give you an idea if something is overpriced or oversold. Okay. Okay. Morning, Greg. How are you doing? So by saying there's more net short, we think the opposite and say it's bullish. Yep, exactly. Because let me explain this to you. When you say something's net short, imagine what's going to happen, right? Okay, first things first, you have to realize something. Options, they are usually used as risk mitigation tools, right? Options are used as risk mitigation. And if you use options as risk mitigation, then what are you likely to buy when the market's going up? You're likely to buy puts, right? When the market's going up, you will hold puts, right? So the point of the matter is that majority of the puts that you see in the market are actually not a bearish position on the market. They're insurance. These are insurance puts. They're meant to expire worthless. Okay. And we went through this on the EGA mentorship course as well. So when you think of the market as net short, if everybody is selling, then who the hell is going to buy? If no one's buying and a small number of buyers come in, you can imagine what happens. It pushes the price up very, very quickly. Okay. All right, so that's the idea behind that. Okay, Berkshire B 187 5 717. Damn, son, that's a really bullish bet. But I see why you might be saying that, though. Um, I mean, I do see the case for it. See the nice volume buy here, bounce, and then some more volume come in here. But I don't think it's enough. Remember, Berkshire just recently had a death cross on the 1 hour. The stock has been using the moving averages as resistance. We'll need to see it break above 184 realistically for the upside. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think that if you're losing money, you might as well hold it and prove me wrong. I would love for you to be right. Please be right so that you can save money. Morning beyond 710 call 167.50. Oof. You bought the beyond call 167.50. Oh man, nah, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna go up there, man, that quickly. I don't know. It might be pretty difficult, but I don't know, man. It seems like it's trying to move up there, but might be difficult. It's a long way to go. 167.50 is a long way to go. When is the next podcast? The next podcast is coming soon. The person I was supposed to run the podcast with has had a little bit of a life event, so I want to give the person more time. And then I don't like to make things that are not good quality. I think people who attend the stream by now know me pretty well, that I won't do something unless I do it good. So I like to, rather than put out something that's of substandard that I'm not happy with, I rather put something out that I'm super happy with and that I would like be proud of. So just wait patiently for the podcast. It's coming. I promise you. What is a leap? A leap is a contract that is more than 9 months, and it's basically like a long-term contract. It's like you're playing a long-term position with an options contract. 9 months more or more. Okay. Think Netflix will pass $500 with earnings approaching? I think so. There was a lot of bullish buying on options flow on Netflix last week, just so you know. So there's a high chance that Netflix would go up there. He definitely gave us a Greek rundown this week. Yeah, man. Yeah. Welcome in, Chase. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you being here. Learn YouTube Wealth. Could you do a quick assessment of Nikola? They recently saw some price dilution with share warrants being exercised. Was wondering if you could shed some light on that. Sure. Let's have a look. You guys don't have any more tickers for me to go through? Jeez. Whoa, what's going on with this one? Ooh. Isn't it weird? This stock was literally buy the rumor, sell the news. This is the prime example of that. I definitely see a lot of volume that flowed out, so I'm not really comfortable with playing this to the upside. Oh wait, hold on a minute. Ooh, big buyer at the end of the day. Ooh, some big time buying came in at the end of the day. Can you see this? So this is how sneaky sometimes things are. Say you look on the 1 hour chart, you look at the volume here. You're like, huh, this looks bearish, right? Volume pointing down, you see that? OBV pointing out, lots of volume coming out. You look on the 5 minute to confirm and you're like, that's interesting. 2 volume, OBV pointing up now. Look on the 1 minute and you see, even more interesting. Someone bought a lot of shares at the end of the day. And then 15 seconds, and then you can see the real picture, right? Some big time buying at this time here, right before the run up. And it seems like the person held the shares too. Or actually, hold on. The person might have bought here and sold here. You can see buying and then big time selling as well right there. Uh, there's multiple ways this could have gone. But what I see is at least some of the shares retained because OBV is still went from where was it? Almost minus 7% to 12% up here. So it seems like it might bounce, to be honest. It seems like it. It might bounce on this moving average here. There was some bullish news for Nikola anyway. This is me purely going based on technicals. I haven't looked at the fundamentals of the company, by the way. Any spreads you are doing in this market? No, but honestly, it is a great idea to do some calendar spreads if you ask me. You can definitely, do that, in my opinion. Tesla 2000 leaps. Why not, man? Okay, here's the thing about Tesla. And, I don't like to give my opinions very strongly, but I'll tell you this about Tesla, okay? People say that the stock is overvalued. I say the stock is just beginning, okay? I say this stock will be really, really expensive in maybe 3 to 4 years from now, okay? As Elon really starts to solidify his position in the market, you can see what's already happening with the EV market, okay? The only thing that sucks is that everybody wants their hands on a Tesla, but the problem is that there's only so many that he can make. He's doing a good job, but at some point, the margins are what are going to kill him, because the business has very slim margins, and even though you're going to have to see what happens with his earnings, obviously. But you can see that with such slim margins, the business is going to start to falter. Now, the company has barely enough money to make it through right now. So it really needs a Hail Mary. Okay. But I definitely don't want to rule out Tesla 2000 for next year. Absolutely not. I think it's on the table, man, personally. This is just my personal opinion. And I can attest to what Benny Boy just said. The demand is super high. Really super high for these cars. I know personally that during COVID-19, 5 of my relatives got deliveries of their Teslas. Now that's a pretty big number just for my relatives, okay? And the major reason, I asked them, what was the reason why you got a Tesla? They said that it was a cost saving and they liked the look and the feel of the car, okay? So, in fact, my brother-in-law, he was like, it's like the Apple of cars. And I was like, that's an interesting way to look at it. Because it truly is the Apple of cars. Morning, Benny. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. As usual, guys, smash the like button if you're here. Subscribe if you're new. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. This is a relatively quieter stream where there's not so much action. But I like it. I honestly like it. This brings me back to the days when I was not constantly Energizer Bunny trying to do 50 tickers a day. Believe it or not, this stream started with just 5 or 10 people watching it, and I was content with that. I was like, wow, 5 or 10 people are watching me? That's crazy! And now I have 100 or 200 people watching me regularly, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just crazy. So I thank you guys for being here, honestly. Loyal supporters of EGA. Big hug to you guys for being here today. Chloe, welcome back. How are you? Hello, Day. Do you think we will get bullish continuation in tech because of the upcoming earnings season? I think so. I think that the market is going to melt higher, but then we have to be careful. I'm guessing that you joined the stream a little later, but I actually went through the whole scenario earlier. I had mentioned that the market could go higher, but just watch out for the top again and be cautious around that. As of valuation wise, we're kind of in a spot where we're kind of reaching, I want to say, adequate valuation. We're fair valuation right now, so that's that. All right. AMD 717.55 call. Oh, also Chloe, right before I move on to AMD here, you have to realize something. Tech is what is pushing the market up. So tech is definitely going to do well for earnings. Okay. Um, During COVID-19, the reason why the market's recovering so quickly is because tech is a big percentage of every index. On the S&P 500, right, tech makes up like 20%. The biggest percent is tech. NASDAQ is primarily, well, people think it's all tech, but it's actually not all tech, right? NASDAQ is actually the home of disruptors and innovators, and this is mostly all tech as well. Dow Jones also has a big number of tech. In fact, the top 3 holdings of Dow Jones are tech, right? So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. All right, AMD 717.55 call. Let's see, AMD. Okay, now AMD and Nvidia. These two stocks have been stocks that I've been, wanting to put in my long-term portfolio for a really long time, and I just haven't got the chance, man. Look at this run up. I've never I don't like to buy stocks that are running up like this, but look at this stock, man, month over month. It's on a crazy tear, right? If you look at it on daily, it doesn't look that bad. But month over month, you can see AMD's ripping. And I think that this stock, personally, based on its cash flows, can reach at least $65 by the end of the year. 65 is like easy, I think. 65. It's going to do its little dance. This and this and this and this. Impulsive corrective, impulsive corrective, impulsive corrective. And then probably go up there sometime, right? But based on its cash flows, I like the positioning of the stock. Nvidia, same thing. Nvidia could go up to like $400 or $500 easy. So 717.55 call. Well, ooh, it looks like it's entering a bearish phase. Volume flowing out. I see the candlesticks coming over, death cross, a little bit of resistance here with the moving averages, sideways movement. I don't know. I think this is setting up for another fall here, personally. I would cut that trade if you're holding it. Disney 105 put 717. I'm still riding this. Corona has to strike their Florida park, and it cause it to close. Well, it is already going to close. I mean, it is already scheduled to close down. But yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Disney puts a good move for sure. I like it. I don't even need to look at a chart. I can tell you it's a good move. Neo, $9 call, 710. Sell on Monday. I'll keep writing it out. This is an interesting one. So Neo had surprisingly good deliveries, right? I think that's what caused the stock to pop. Yeah, definitely sell on Monday, man. Sell on Monday, and just take your profits. No one ever gone broke taking profits, right? Especially since you have the weekly expiry. Don't forget, your contract's going to lose value over the weekend for 3 whole days because of theta. So, yeah. Good morning. Thanks for sharing as always. No problem, Sarah. Welcome into the stream. Glad to see you here. Good morning, and good morning, Byron. Welcome back. All right. No more questions? I'm sure you guys have more questions. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water here. You guys ask me more questions. I'm having fun today. What's your strike on that, Millie? Okay, Also, just for your information, we're gonna vote on next week's ticker. So thanks for reminding me, Robbie. Let's actually can we get the vote out of the way first? If all 36 of you are here right now, everyone votes a ticker. Go ahead and post what ticker you think we should do next week. The one with the ticker with the most votes gets done. Last week that was Boeing. Microsoft 250 for December is a bit too bullish in our opinion, Oscar. I think that you should consider lowering your strike, to be honest. Nikola 65 strike, hold that one. Since you have an 821, hold it. Hold that contract. If it's more than 50% loss, I would say average down. That's what I would do. One time. Average down one time. Oscar, lower that strike down. Roll the option over. You can take December, but do it like, I want to say, 220, 230. That's a sweet spot. For watch list, when would you say it is best to enter either put or call at open or during the day? This is up to every individual. It's different for everybody. Personally, somebody was asking me that question about it. I look at a 5-minute to 10-minute time frame for the watch list. And I think that you should know, I think that you should, think about the watch list as like a guidance on support and resistance. That's what it is. Thanks for all the help, dude. I also missed these quieter streams. Sorry to be redundant. I know you've showed before, but could you briefly show how you matched OBV? Could you briefly show how you matched OBV percentage-wise on your trading view? You mean like how you change it to percentage-wise, or how I matched it? Well, see, it appears here, right? When you first put OBV on your chart, it's gonna appear on the bottom, and all you do is you take it and you put it up, and then it becomes in terms of the number of shares. I like to see it as percentage. So right click and hit percentage, and that's all you do. And then it shows you the percentage movement instead. Okay, let's get a couple of votes in here, guys. There's 39 of you. Everybody vote a ticker for next week. Come on, everybody. Vote a ticker for next week, and then I'll continue on breaking down the tickers. Let's get it. I want to get the vote in for next week's stream. What are we going to do for New Ticker Monday and Fundamental Wednesday and Recap Friday for next week? There's a vote for Spotify. You guys want to do Spotify or you want to do Roku? There's another one for Roku here. Third one for Roku. Fourth one for Roku. Fifth one for Roku. Uh-oh. I guess Roku's going to win. Uh-oh. Roku 6. Uh-oh. I think we're doing Roku. Alright then. It's unless some other people come in and say something else. Ooh, more Rokus. Alright, it is Roku then. It's sorted. We'll do Roku. Alright, let's see. What were the rest of the questions here? I got FLIR $50 calls August. That's the future, bro. Contracts with Win and Tesla. FLIR sounds like a Wall Street kind of a thingy. When somebody says that's the future, bro, that sounds so Wall Street bets. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What is this company and what do they do? They have a 5 billion market cap and they do largest commercial company specializing in design and production of thermal imaging cameras. Interesting. Well, okay, let's have a look at it. Was there a big seller? Well, it was a big buyer actually. Haha, lots of bullish buying after the selling. Interesting. Yeah, I think the stock's about to run. Or at least from my perspective, it is. I don't know, let's see. Looking really nice on the 1 hour chart, to be honest. Nice breakout, and let's see if we can get some consolidation here above the moving average. and then build a nice platform for a next launch. 44 calls would be the intermediate bullish bet here to capitalize on the upside move. Yeah, I think it might be a good play, technically, but you gotta look at the fundamentals as well, in my opinion. $50 calls, yeah, depends on when they expire. August, you should be okay. Spotify, okay, Roku 134 next Friday expiry. 134. Yeah, maybe. I want to say maybe. Yeah, I think so. You should be okay with that. Just hold it. Roku's been through some rough freaking time, man. Look at this. Look at the chart. It looks like a mangled bowl. It's like freaking everywhere. It's just an up or down. This is a terrible stock to trade options on. Or it might be the best, actually, if you know how to trade it. Alright. Okay. SPY 320 7/1/2021. Wait, what? Why such a far expiry, bro? I mean, sure, if you want to pay that premium, absolutely. That's a good one to take if you're like, if you want to, you know, get a for sure trade in kind of thing. GDX 37 call 717. What is GDX? Vanek Vectors? What is this? Oh, gold miners. Yeah, possibly. Maybe. It's gonna kind of do a dip though before it goes back up there. I don't know if you want to hold that contract through the time though. Might be interesting. Flow Roku, Spotify 280 call, 717, Spotify. Spotify possible for it to run up again, but I'm starting to think that the run is starting to fade out. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Be careful with Spotify. For QQQ fib retracement, would you draw low to high for supports? QQQ fib retracement. Well, okay. Say you have a stock like this. I mean, a ticker like this, right? How do you want to plot the fib retracement? Well, you have to go from the low to the high here, right? Because you've already done the high to the low, and then the high to the low. So if you were trying to figure out where the retracement can go from the bottom to the top, you do it from the high to the low. Because now the stock has already run up, you want to see where the retracements come to the bottom, so you have to do it from the bottom to the top. So here to here. Comprendo? That's all. See, if the stock has already gone from the top to the bottom, you're trying to find the retracement from the bottom to the top. So you draw it from the top to the bottom. If the stock has gone from the bottom to the top, then you draw the retracement exactly from the bottom to the top. So you can see where is the retracement going to happen. Basically, the direction of where you're going is where you're going to draw the retracement. Okay? If the stock is moving from the top to bottom, you draw the retracement from the top to the bottom. If the stock gone from the bottom to the top, you draw the retracement from the bottom to the top. Simple. Pretty simple. So immediate retracement for fib levels here would be the 245, 243. Those are support levels, you can see pretty much if it comes down. Very high chance that it could do that. Come down there. Come back to the moving averages. Very high chance. That means the Nasdaq coming down. Okay, it is Roku. I'm gonna do Roku for sure. Rumors around AZN. Tell us a scoop, bro. Give us the tea. Roku it is. Thank you, and yes, Roku sounds good. Awesome. FLIR, thermal energy, bro, for COVID-19. Trust me, fam. We catching this early. I picked up 4 contracts, buying another on Monday. Okay, I will take your word on it. I'm gonna mortgage my house and I'm gonna put it all into calls, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I believe you. I'm gonna bet my house on it. Screw that. Good morning, yo. What's up? Hell yeah, Alex. That's what we do here at the Everyday Growth Advisors, where we learn, compound, and grow. Even on off days, we hustling. That's what we doing. I picked up 4 contracts. Okay, only $45. Call starting. I grabbed the 50 for August. Yeah, I think that's a good one, man. I might get in on that one, to be honest. It looks like a good stock. If you don't mind, man, and in case I forget, you mind coming in on the Monday live stream and giving me like a big reminder? I promise you that I will reward you with a big virtual hug or a high five. Thank you. Square call? No. I just did a analysis today with my class, the mentees from this week. And Square is, I mean, I think it's approaching overvaluation. You need to be careful with Square. It could come down. Fibs are subjective to time frame. Important to note. Absolutely. Yes, I agree. They are subjective to time frame. I like to do them on a 1 hour. It's a pretty decent time frame to do fib retracements on. Dailies are also good if you know what you're doing. But then dailies can get pretty confusing too. So 1 hour is a nice sweet spot for me to plot fibs, in my opinion. Roku. Morning. What's up, man? How are you doing? How is option swing room going these days, bro? I'm an old member. It's great, Alex, to be honest. We've kind of developed a lot over the time. I'm not sure if, how long you've been gone, but, things have developed pretty nicely. Our room we have about 1,500 plus traders on there now. And yeah, it's a great community to be a part of, in my opinion. Oh yes, I want to make an announcement. If somebody here hasn't taken the mentorship course and wants to be a part of it, remember that sign up starts tomorrow. All you got to do is go to optionswing.com and look for the EGA mentorship course, which is now live on the page. Tomorrow it's gonna the page will be live at 12 p.m. ET. Okay, and remember the Option Swing members get $80 off by inputting the code that will be in announcements. Okay. So if you're here from Option Swing and you're looking to join the mentorship course, which has had 2 waves of being sold out on the first time, I highly recommend you to message me on Discord or something. What I learned this week is to never go against the trend. Absolutely, man. The trend is your friend. I've said that many times. Amandeep, are you in my mentorship course right now? I'm pretty sure you are, right? I think you are. You might be. I might be wrong, but you might be. Can you find overvaluation in fundamental analysis? Absolutely. If you find out how much the value of the company is using its cash flows and discount it from its future value, then you will know how much it's supposed to be worth, and if the market is irrationally pricing it over that price, then it's overvalued, right? All right. Let's see. Bro, Genus on Monday will announce a toy line and will rip open. Ooh, Genus. Let's see. Genus. Genius Brands International. All right, so I should buy $5 calls? Yes? This stock has been on a freaking weird... Oh my goodness, look at that. Freaking rip all the way to $12, something like that, and then come back down all the way to freaking $2. What the hell? I'm definitely not trading this stock. What is that? Genus. Jeez. Formed in the merger of Genius Brands and A Squared Entertainment. Beverly Hills, California. Smart TV for kids. Dude, the company has less than a $1 billion market cap. But, okay, maybe. You can also look at things like sales price. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. There are many different metrics you can use. The metrics are never the same for any one company, but you can use a general guide as an answer. But for fundamental analysis, there are way too many ways to get it so that you know what the value of the business is. Well, hey, if you guys don't have much questions, or at least let me take a couple more questions and then let's call it a day here. I want to thank you guys for being here, to be honest. All 42 of you. Make sure you smash the like button. And if this is your first time here, hit subscribe. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week's ticker is gonna be Broku. I can't wait. Actually, I've done quite a bit of research on this stock already, so it's gonna be pretty good. I'll do some more research over the weekend so that on Monday I'll have some more juicy stuff for you guys. And yeah. Also, what is that? Is that may already be testing a treatment for COVID-19, and there are rumors about emerged companies like Pfizer or Gilead for mass productions. Okay, gotcha. Came for the chill sesh. Since we're not trading, thanks for taking your time to go live. Absolutely, Alex. Anytime, man. I thought no one else is going to do a live today. And you know what? I knew that there were going to be less people, but I don't do this for, as I was saying earlier, I don't do this for like a high number of viewers. I do this for, personal satisfaction and being consistent. That's what I do it for. So, no breaks, man. Gotta hustle, hustle, hustle. What is your takes on IDEX? IDEX. What is this stock? Ideanomics. Yeah, definitely not trading it. Unfortunately, I can bet that it has a less than 10 billion market cap too. IDAX. Oops. No, IDEX. Yeah. Yep. 255. Nope. I'm not trading it. I don't like trading these kinds of stocks. They can be easily manipulated, bro. So I recommend you not to. All right. I am going to leave it there. I know that you guys, have a eventful weekend. And happy 4th of July to all of my friends in the United States of America. I hope that I can come back to the U.S. soon to join you guys. I do miss California really, really much. I am very homesick. Well, it's kind of weird. I'm a Singaporean citizen, but after I went to California, I feel like I've left my heart there. And to be honest, all I've been wanting to do is go back. The next 2 weeks are going to be extremely interesting for me. I'm going to be starting my master's program, my master's in finance from here. And then sometime in autumn or fall, I'll be coming out to California again. So when I do come to California, I'm definitely going to hold a meetup so that we can all just honestly go out as a group and just honestly meet up and talk. It'll be so awesome to network with you guys and know what you guys think of and this and that. I want to meet all of you guys. If you're from California, NorCal, Bay Area, let me know, hit me up. We'll set something up and meet up and do something. Maybe I'll rent out a nice hall or something and we can go I don't know, get a couple of drinks there and whatnot. All right. Thanks for going live on Closed Market. Definitely learned some nuggets. Absolutely, no problem. That's the aim. I'm in LA. Yo, hit me up. Absolutely, Alex, I will. I will at some point go to LA as well. I have some work to do over there as well. So, yeah, man. Let's get it done. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend and enjoy all the White Claws and the ribs that you possibly can over the weekend, because I won't be there to enjoy it with you. Oh, and definitely get some fireworks. Have a good weekend, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Monday, remember, Monday, new ticker Monday, be here. And by the way, thank you guys for coming to the stream. You guys are loyal EGA supporters, and I respect that. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace.